My freshman year roommate sat me down day one and was like, heads up, I will be bringing lots of girls and maybe even some guys to the dorm this year. So, if that scares you, grow up because this is not high school. Anyway, he brought one girl back the whole year and now they are married. Look at that guy's flower umbrella. My mother gave me this because I would get wet in the rain. I love my mom forever. Your free trial has expired. Now you have to pay. Your free trial has expired, but you still can use WinRare for free forever. If someone makes you happy, make them happier. Here is bad. Here is good. Here is good in bad. Here is bad in good. Here is life. Here is someone who made our childhood awesome. Class when you accidentally call teacher mom. The teacher when you accidentally call her mom. When you do something really bad in a dream, but then you wake up and realize it is all fine. I really want to learn more about the pigeon from hell Chrissy Hind met. When I was in Mexico, I saw a little sombrero and a little saddle, and I knew I had to buy them for this reason. When your favorite earthling makes it through this season of Earth. When you have cynical personality, but your heart is still full of love, and you just want someone to give it to. That moment when you fail an exam and find out your best friend failed too. So my grandpa is 93 and still takes my grandma on dates weekly. Here is them getting ready this morning. This woman's husband and son died in a car crash on the way home from a game. She got invited to the next game only to see the players and staff wearing t-shirts with their photo on it, and they took a moment of silence. When your friends know they cannot fix your problems, but they still do what they can to make you feel better. My mom adopted a blind Bengal. This is what he does when he gets lost or confused. When you are different from all your friends, but they still vibe with you. Me. I am going to start having fun on my days off. Me on my days off. My grown ass watching my wife make me soup because I got an upset stomach. Husband spends 2 years planting thousands of scented flowers for his blind wife to smell and get her out of depression. Me. It does not have a tail, so I am pretty sure it is a hamster. Tech support. Okay, fine. Right-click the hamster. When you have an argument with your best friend, screw you and I will see you tomorrow. Driving down I-95 with my dad. And when we were passing Juno Beach, he says they have got one of those turtle repair shops here. Jobs are important, but nothing is more important than your family. Never forget what all your hard work is for. That one molecule of serotonin trying to keep me going throughout the day. How I assumed my parents' divorce would be. I want full custody. I am more important. No! See you in court. How it actually was. We may not love or even like each other anymore, but we still need to give our kid a happy childhood. Meaning we have to split time evenly and work together. Yes. My grandpa with Alzheimer's telling me his favorite story for the 100th time. 9-year-old me listening along because it makes him happy. Ditto is happy being Machamp. Ditto is happy being Pikachu. But Ditto is always the happiest being himself. When I tell my parents about medical school, and they do not understand me, but they still support me anyway. Yeah, medicine. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. Be kind to animals. Be kind to Earth. Be kind of weird. Read a book. I accidentally nudged Tabasco with my foot and woke him up. He gave me this look. Well, well, well. Look who is trying to end an argument by giving me food. If you think that is going to work, you are absolutely right. My girlfriend flexing in front of me after she decided to start working out. After years of battling with depression and anxiety. When your best friend's parents say you are not a guest anymore, you are family. When you accidentally say love you to your best friend, and they say it back. My reaction when my son, who has had trouble making friends at school for years, asks me whether he can go to a new friend's house for a sleepover. No neighbors, no noise, just birds singing and the rain. The perfect tattoo does exist. Just learned that baby elephants suck their trunks for comfort, just like baby humans suck their thumbs. Everyone look at this. That time I left my cat at my parents' for 2 weeks and they made a book. Ricky Goes to Grandma's and Grandpa's 2019. Finally found him. When you find that one person you just connect with on a different level than anyone else. My girlfriend telling me she is ugly. Me, not understanding how I managed to land a supermodel. When you have not seen your friend for a very long time. When you and your boy take different paths in life but still love each other. When you leave your dog at your grandma's house for a few days, it looks like he is wearing a little sombrero. If 99% of people find you unattractive, then around 75 million people on Earth still find you attractive. My self-confidence just shot up. My dad not sure how to tell me I am adopted. 3-year-old me. Me telling him I knew the whole time and he will always be my dad. My dad. Shout out to my boy Steve, who stood in front of a green screen for years running in place and talking to invisible objects and animals so kids like me could have entertaining, educational television. Thanks again for all your help. So I sold my daughter's slide yesterday on Facebook Marketplace. I asked the buyer, "How old are your kids?" She giggled and said, "No, it is for my pugs. They love to go up and down a slide." We are all mothers in our own way. Made my day. Me as a kid reading the back of the box on the new game I got, over and over on the car ride home. All of my sadness. That one guy named Evan in my dream. The Kyoto Aquarium has a flowchart illustrating the complicated romantic relationships and breakups between their penguins. My toddler's daycare apparently uses the cleanup song. My husband and I discovered this yesterday when we started singing it, and it activated our kid like she was a sleeper agent, and she immediately started putting her toys away. If you are referring to clean up, everybody everywhere, clean up, everybody do their share, then I will have you know that remembering the song and having it play in my head made me clean up a section of my workspace, and I am 27, so the sleeper agent codes go in deep. I put these clocks up when my 4 children started traveling and living abroad, and I keep them set to the time zone where each of them are. This morning, for the first time in almost 3 years, they are all on the same time. This beagle mama is raising a baby possum after losing her pups. If Aphrodite, the goddess of beauty, had stomach rolls, so can you. My Snapchats versus my boyfriend's Snapchats. A little kid came up to the ice cream truck today, holding a $5 in one hand and a cool leaf in the other. She asked for a bomb pop. And I said, "Okay, that will be 1 leaf, please." And she said no and handed me the $5. Had a crush on Ben after seeing him in my class. Strategically attended a party I knew he would be at. Approached him and said, "Hey, you are in my psych class." And his drunk ass responded with, "Yeah, you are hot as fuck, and now we are in love." Non-verbal 4-year-old playing with dinosaurs. Raw. Me. Yeah, the dinosaur goes raw. Look at this dinosaur. It has got a long gag neck. Raw. 4-year-old. Brontosaurus. Me. Yeah. What did you say? My son was like this. Delayed with speech. But when he did. Excavator and bulldozer were 2 of his first words. My grown ass watching my wife make me soup because I got an upset stomach. Husband spends 2 years planting thousands of scented flowers for his blind wife to smell and get her out of depression. Me. It does not have a tail, so I am pretty sure it is a hamster. Tech support. Okay, fine, right-click the hamster. When you have an argument with your best friend, my neighbors are too low income to afford a Wi-Fi connection and too proud to use mine. So I renamed mine Free Council Wi-Fi and told them I had read about it and what the password was. My neighbor is now halfway through an online college qualification, and I am so proud of her. One time I met a small autistic child at the vet and told him I am autistic too. Then he asked if he could pet the kitten I had with me, and I said yes. When he was done petting her, his mom told him to say thanks, and he thanked the kitten. My dad fixing some electric wires in our house. 22-year-old electrical engineering student me holding the flashlight for him. Everybody lied to me when I got engaged. Being married is fucking great. There is a whole other person in my house and they love me. I spilled my whole coffee in class today, and the guy in front of me asked what kind of drink it was, and I told him. I looked up from my laptop at one point, and he wasn't sitting in front of me anymore. Then 10 mins later or so, he comes back into class with my exact order. I am crying. When I was at the lake, there was a group of college guys jumping off a cliff, and they were all giving this one dude in their group crap for wearing a life jacket when no one else had one, and he goes quit it. I pinky promised my girl I would wear it, and I think about that a lot. After being spotted eating sugarcane, baby elephant tries to hide behind a light pole. What baby elephant? When did you realize he loved you? Let us get some positive stories going. We got into an argument and I yelled at him loud as duck. He then said, "I'm in love with you and one day I want to marry you and have kids. So you are going to have to find a way to communicate your emotions without yelling because I'm not going to have us arguing in front of our kids. So my family finally understands what I do now. Friendly reminder that you don't get to celebrate Lunar New Year unless you are literally from a country that does, or if you are invited by someone who is from a country that does. Friendly reminder that I hereby formally invite everyone to celebrate Lunar New Year. My dad announcing me that he has the hereditary family cancer and is waiting for a specialist's view on his case. The specialist telling him that the generalist misunderstood his results. And it's not cancer, guys. Asked my neighbor to look after my plant while I am gone. He sent me this, Ryan Gosling, after I met Eva. I realized I just didn't want to have kids without her. There were moments on the place beyond the pines where we were pretending to be a family, and I didn't really want it to be pretend anymore. Went to the shelter to pick up my newest foster litter, and the woman goes, "Do you want 2 kittens or 4? Like, truly the most absurd question I have ever heard. Anyway, they need names.